points for that one. Busanan Ongbumrungphan beat the qualifier, Olga Konan of Germany.
Welcome, good luck. Okay.
So Saina Nehwal, beaten finalist last year, lost out in the final to Carolina Marin.
1 minute, 2 minute, full interval. Okay. We have red or
Thailand, not a, so many talented youngsters. Busanan is certainly one of them. Second-ranked Thailand player at the moment, behind R16, who we saw in our first match. Well, Busanan Ongbumrungphan, 19 years of age, so she'll turn 20 in exactly 12 days' time. 17 in the world at the moment. She has been a couple of places higher. That was back in January 2013, just 1 week at number 15 in the world. She was bronze medalist at the Youth Olympic Games in Nanjing. And she is making her 4th consecutive appearance at the All England Championships. I suppose the biggest result last year was that gold medal at the Southeast Asian Games in Singapore. 3 finals, in fact, last year, because not only won the gold medal at the SEA Games, a couple of finals as well. So to Saina Nehwal, and she's going to be celebrating a birthday soon as well. Next Thursday, she will turn 26. Now, she's gone down in the world ranking this week, down 1 place. She has been the number 1 in the world, a total of 14 weeks as world number 1. Last year, 3 different spells at number 1. Well, her first appearance here at the All England was back in 2007 as a 15-year-old. And she reached this stage, the 2nd round. So this is her 10th consecutive All England Championships. And of course, when she reached the semi-final back in 2010, she became the first Indian woman to reach an All England semi-final. So this will be the 3rd meeting between the 2 players. 2 previous meetings, won by Saina Nehwal, as you can see. That last meeting in the 1st round of the Denmark Super Series last year. An hour and 9 minutes for Saina Nehwal to come through in that very good match. I remember watching that, and it really was a terrific match. So, as we look at our court officials, Fabio Beto from Italy and service judge from England. And as far as the 2 players are concerned, well, I think they will see this as really quite an opportunity. Of course, Saina Nehwal has enjoyed success in the past, the All England final, World Championship final last year as well. In fact, 5 finals in total. Her 2 titles that she won last year were both on home soil. The India Grand Prix Gold event and the India Super Series event. But I always think, Steve, that Busanan is a real danger in any draw. There's so much hype around Ratchanok Intanon that I think people forget about Busanan and her talents.
Yeah, they sort of fly under the radar. Both Busanan and Pontip, Borana Pasetzuk, and those 2 players, they are fighting it out more or less for the, hopefully for Thailand, 2nd spot at the Olympics. Right now, Thailand is only qualified 1 place in the race to Rio ranking, so it's really close. So Busanan, she really needs a win here.
Yeah, goodness, wouldn't that help? Because of course she needs to be in the top 16 in the world to qualify as the 2nd player from Thailand.
And it would also be, I mean, it would also be crucial for the preparations of Ratchanok Intanon, because having 2 players participating sort of increases the intensity and the build-up.
Yeah, and of course when you get to Rio, there's a sparring partner.
There's a sparring partner. You can get sparring, but it's hard to get sparring partner accredited to practice with her in the Olympic facilities and so on. You can only do that outside of the Olympic arena.
So that's why it's important to have 2 players qualify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, when you're in the Olympics, the Olympic Village, that's one big buzzing city with sports stars and so on. And even though you're a famous badminton player, you sometimes feel like you're just a small piece in a big machinery of the Olympics. So it's nice to have someone to spar with, also on your thoughts on the Olympics and the experience. Great deception there from Busanan.
Well, of course, for Saina Nehwal, this is her first tournament this year. Withdrawn from 3 events so far. She was the #1 seed at the Syed Modi Grand Prix Gold in India. She was the #1 seed at the Thailand Masters. And she withdrew from the Asian Women's Team Championships as well. So, I was reading that the injury problem, she was hoping to be fully fit, but I wonder about match fitness, Steen. There's a big difference between physical fitness and match fitness, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. There's a really big difference. Of course, you try to recreate competition environment every day and practice as good as possible, but it is only as good as possible because it is different being here, playing center court, trying to recreate the results from last year.
Vimal Kumar on the coaching bench for Saina Nehwal. Employed Vimal just before, there he is, nearest to us. Is that the psychologist as well? Or not sure who the other chap was. Do you know, Steve?
No, I don't know.
No.
We also knew that Saina had a full-time physio assigned to her, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Also might be him. I think she has some kind of strapping on her right leg still, Saina. Hopefully just to prevent.
Yeah, it seems to be bright pink strapping, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good rally.
Service over 4-all.
Well, I don't know if you were reading the Indian newspapers, Steen, during the team championships, the Asia team championships. Yeah, but there's a clear sight of the strapping on Saina Nehwal's leg. And there was a comment from Park Ji-bong, who of course is the head coach to the Japanese team. And if people think I'm harsh, they'll probably change their minds when they hear...
They haven't met Jopong Park.
Park Ji-bong, he said that some of the Indian players lacked skills, and especially named this lady, which I thought was, I have to be honest, a bit harsh. But, I mean, when you compare to the sort of delightful racket skills that we saw from Ratchanok Intanon, there's another player from Chinese Taipei, Tai-Su Ying, and the deception and the skills and that easy hitting motion is very different to the style of Saina Nehwal. Saina Nehwal is a hard worker on court.
Yeah. The thing is that you could say racket skills, and there's many other skills, and that's why badminton is such a beautiful sport, because you can win in many ways.
Yeah.
And also I think sometimes when we have these kind of interviews, a lot gets lost in translation. I've experienced that myself. So
yeah, and taken out of context, perhaps.
But I mean,
she doesn't have the array of shots. I mean, when you watch her play a rally, I mean, even her coach, Vimal Kumar, has said her biggest strength is her mental toughness.
Yes. There's no doubt about that. But, I mean, if we rate the players here, we could rate them on a number of things. We could rate them on racket skills. I would probably rank Ratchanok first there. Then we could rank them on quality of shots. I would probably rank Saina first there, or Karolina Marin.
Yeah.
We could rank them on speed.
Yep.
We could rank them on endurance.
Yeah.
And on all aspects, we would have a ranking of 1 to 32 of all the players, and some player has to be number 24, and some has to be number 1 in each of the categories. So that's why it's so beautiful to watch and to play badminton, because it's such a complex sport.
Just long.
And it's also, I mean, we've had a lot of discussions last year, especially around Lee Chung-Wei's banned substance violation, and it's come up a little bit again here in tennis with Maria Sharapova testing positive, and still you cannot win only by doing something illegal. You still have to have skills, racket skills, psychological skills, tactical skills, and so on. That's why it's so enjoyable, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Well, there you go. Just proving your point.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
8-6.
And I immediately get to think about Zhao Ji, the Chinese-born Dutch player, because that was her favorite shot. It's almost like she made a pirouette when she made it.
Service over 7-8.
Back level.
Service over 9.
Well, it's interesting, Steve, because, you know, both you and I really rate Saina Nehwal and her match-playing qualities, you know, the mental toughness and so on, because her opponent, Busanan, has said that her toughest opponent is herself. So, I mean, what a contrast. It just emphasises the point you were making, that, you know, you can have two badminton players, very highest qualities, and they have different strengths and they have different weaknesses.
Yeah.
9-all.
There's something that sort of tricks my ears when I hear this, when I hear a player saying, I'm my own toughest opponent. Well, maybe you are, and maybe you're not totally realistic about yourself.
Service
Because,
over
I
10.
mean, there's other tough opponents as well. So what she's implying is that she's sort of not getting out everything she can. She's not really able to get it out on court. And if she gets everything out, she would be a better player. And I think that's a little bit taking it too long.
Do you not think that it's perhaps the fact that she feels that in a tight situation she maybe gets nervous and therefore she lets herself down?
Yeah, that's a possibility as well.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Well, there's only going to be 1 point in it at the mid-game interval. We thought this would be a good match, didn't we?
Yeah. Well,
11-10. Interval.
Saina Nehwal. Wonderful little block. Here comes female Kumar. Just discovered that the other person there is the strength and conditioning coach. Female Kumar. He was former Indian #1 in singles play. Used to train at Wimbledon, where I used to train.
Seconds, court 1, 3 seconds. Thank you.
Well, I think we ought to make mention of the fact that Busanan has had her injury problems as well, shouldn't we, Steen? Because I remember in Nanjing at the Youth Olympic Games of 2014, she had a really horrible hamstring injury and really struggled to lunge forward, and I don't think that she's ever really been able to recover that nice deep lunge, especially when the shuttle is hit forehand net. That one,
yeah.
That one.
13-10.
It's almost as if she doesn't stretch that right leg forward enough.
Yeah. And that could also be psychological still.
13,
yeah.
I mean, the body or the brain normally protects you. If you know that you've had an injury there,
yeah.
some physiological issues kick in and simply protects you from making that same movement again. Well played.
Yeah. And that run of points, 4 straight points it was.
11-30.
Yeah, crikey, that was right on the line, wasn't it? All set up with that wonderful punch clear right at the start of the rally.
Yes, you can really punch it on this side of the court, Saina. I think we'll see her when the change of ends comes. We'll see her also in a more attacking style. Right now she's giving some opportunities away to Busanan and letting her hit a lot of overhand shots.
Oh, goodness, how did she pick herself out of that? Short. Good rally.
Wide.
Yeah. Well, there was a shot from deep in the Saina Nehwal forehand corner.
15.
Yeah, it was remarkable control, seeing as she took it so late. Well, seems to me as if Saina Nehwal has very much got control of the front of the court right now.
Yeah. And I'd like to see Busanan take some countermeasures to this, and I'm not sure she's capable of doing that.
Oh my goodness me! Oh, that was just extraordinary defence from Saina Nehwal.
17-11.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Busanan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well played. Seems like it's a pretty safe corner for Saina Nehwal to play that long forehand of Busanan.
Yeah, Saina Nehwal has won 9 in the last 10 points. Yeah, that's quite a long way in, isn't it? In badminton terms. 9-10 down at one stage.
Service over. 12-18.
Good shot.
13-18.
Yeah, played that backhand. Actually, no backswing, didn't she? Just guided it down cross court. Look at that. Yeah, a little moment of magic.
It's in.
Ooh.
No,
No, it's out. Whoa, could have had a challenge there.
14-18.
yeah, it's out.
Yeah. What a great call by the line judge.
Thank you. Fourteen, 18. Play. Fault. 15, 18.
Udon. Udon Olympic Chayapon. It's going wide. Oh!
Correction out.
Oh, yeah, correction from the umpire.
16-18.
Line judge called it in.
Saina Nehwal
So now
challenge. Call
Saina
out.
is going to challenge. Immediate overrule from Fabio Beto. And I have to say that whatever the outcome of this challenge, and whether it was in or out, I'm delighted to see an umpire that's prepared to overrule when we have Hawkeye.
Challenge
And
unsuccessful.
the umpire was absolutely right. We were right with our instincts there.
16-18. Saina Nehwal has one challenge remaining. Play.
She's got to be careful right now, Saina Nehwal. She's about to let this lead slip away.
It's Busanan dictating the pace, isn't she?
I don't know if they get the picture of Udon here, but he was
16.
about as sorry as Busanan was. Here we can see him in the background.
Yeah, he's a very animated player, isn't he? Coach, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, look at him. Yeah. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Yeah. How did you miss that? He's a great character.
That was two crucial points.
Yeah.
Because she had a chance to make a comeback in this game, Busanan, but now it looks
tough. Very tough. 4 game point opportunities for Saina Nehwal.
face palm.
Oh, challenge. There's a challenge. Well, Saina Nehwal's already left court. She believes it was out. The line judge said it was out.
Coaches, you're just waiting for the challenge. Just waiting for a challenge. Thank you.
Yeah. Saina's coaches are already on court.
Yeah.
Oof, it was out by a whisker. Indeed, the opening game to Saina Nehwal.
Challenge unsuccessful.
21-16, the margin of victory. That
Game won by Saina Nehwal.
Number 2 seed, Saina Nehwal.
16.
23 minutes. That's a good opening game, isn't it?
The flight which is in the she just taught me play the drops. Just be ready for those drops. When she can push her down, when you make her keep it in front. So that is very important. Don't give her that chance to come straight. And when she's attacking you too, the next one, if you can just flat her, come straight. Could you just cross it? So make her move. So don't make her wait for the straight and back for her to play the sharp shots. Just keep them moving. Let them move. Absolutely look at that. That's long rallies. Be prepared.
No, I heard make a move, and then I'll ask more about that in a minute.
มันก็จี้เราอีกตัวนึงเราต้องเปลี่ยนทางเปลี่ยนวิถีนะเปลี่ยนไปเลยนะ
There's something about the cross-court steam.
Yeah, that was also what I heard, and I think there must be something about trying to intercept when she's played flat to the baseline or something like that, or whenever Busanan tries to put pressure on Saina on the backcourt with punch clears. So just get an angle on cross-court. I'm not really sure, but let's see what happens here in the second game.
Busanan, please. Thank you, Saina. Yeah. Second game, level. Play.
So 1 game to the good last year's beaten finalist, Saina Nehwal. First tournament of the year.
One love.
It's one of the shots that you really have to be careful with. We discussed it earlier today, the long drop shot, and you try to play that to the net. It's really difficult to get the correct length on it.
Service order 1-all.
Well, we managed to catch a little bit of what Vimal Kumar was saying, Steen. If you had been able to speak to Busanan, what would you have been suggesting that the Thai youngster did?
Yeah, I would advise her to play a bit downwards in the beginning of the rally, because I would expect Saina to come out trying to take charge of the rallies, and I would avoid that. And then if there's some shot possibilities on the front court, I would have flat pushes to the back line corners of Saina. Classical sort of playing style when you're playing up against the wind, trying to push your opponent with flat shots, so it's hard for them to control it. There's a challenge here.
Busanan Ongbumrungphan challenge called out.
So the challenge from Busanan. And Hawkeye will make the decision for us. Confirm one way or the other.
This was closer than the one before, where we had the overruling. I think, yeah, it's in.
Yeah. Caught the line.
Correction in. Service over 2-all blank.
Well, that's the first successful challenge, not just of this match, but of matches today, and this is the third match. Just shows how good the line judges are.
Good job.
Good, yeah.
Three, 2.
More attacking rally than we've seen in a long time, but quite consistent with what we would expect to happen. I think Busanan can just be satisfied with having Saina attacking all the time.
4-2.
Must be really focused on the front court as well, Busanan. Because there will be many drop shots and downward shots from Saina Nehwal. We're not going to see a push or a punch 2-3 clears to the baseline.
No, for the fear of hitting them out.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So when she plays the baseline, it's not with a lot of pressure on. So that means that you can be more focused on the front court, because you will still be able to retrieve the shots to the baseline from a Thai perspective. Yeah, that's well played by Saina.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that, I mean, it's not enough for Busanan to retrieve the smash. She also have to know that it's still going to be front court after that. Saina is not going to lift unless she really needs to.
5-4.
And this is also one of her strong points, the ability to sort of tailor her game to the conditions. Saina Nehwal. Exactly, well played, really well played. So
6-4.
she's got to realize, Busanan or Coach Uden has to shout to her that, hey, she's not gonna lift. You gotta earn the lifts yourself.
Oh, I thought that was going wide. It's a good lift off the tight net shot. Seeing a little off balance. Really behind the shuttle.
7-4.
This was a really good rally for Saina because she won it in a different way than she really wants to play in this second game. So it serves as some kind of bluff. Disguises what she really wants to do in the rallies.
Change. Play.
Wow.
Difficult to work out what that shot was. Was it a flat smash or was it a clear?
I would try to break the rhythm if I were the Thai player right now.
It's a good lift. Yeah, he's wonderful.
And it was like 5 quick points. A lot of quick points I can see on your computer, Jill.
Yep, 8.
8 quick points.
Yep.
Wow.
2-4 down.
Yeah, and the match is almost gone.
Yeah.
So it was even too late that I noticed that points was sort of slipping away.
Yeah.
11-4. Interval.
So a 7-point advantage. Oh, a run of 9 straight points. Looks very good at the moment.
More correctly, mix it up like that. No strategy change, nothing. Just play. Sign it. Something we should work it more on the forehand side. Just be ready for those drops and just keep them. Just be focused. That's all. Just come on.
Something about the drops?
20 seconds.
Didn't really catch it.
แล้วเราเสียเองทั้งนั้นลูกที่เขาไปเนี่ย3-4 แต้มเราตีเสียเองนะน้ำให้เลยคอนโทรลไม่ได้ใช่ไหมตีต้องอดทนเนี่ยต้องอดทน
A lot of explanations from Udan, but I fear that it's almost too late, and that's also one of the challenges when you're coaching. When should you actually try to interfere? You're allowed to shout advice to your player, but it's not easy when the match is going on. And as we can see, the coaches are sitting quite far from the court here in the Barclaycard Arena.
Yeah, and they're only allowed to shout in between rallies, not during rallies. Yeah.
And sometimes I think the coaches believe that the players can hear more than they actually can hear in there. Well,
Yeah. Tight spinning neck shots force the short lift. And opportunities to play the winner.
quality shots after another Saina Nehwal.
Yeah, and there's good variation too, the body smash.
13-5.
11, almost 12 points now. Yes. Well,
That was how she should have played throughout the second game, trying to take charge of the rallies. Not because she likes to do that, Busanan, but in order to prevent Saina from taking charge.
well, Fabio better. 6-4 to Busanan Ongbumrungphan. Just keep the game moving along. Well, it was actually Saina Nehwal that delayed proceedings there.
Service over.
What on earth was that?
15-6.
Correct full shot. It's gone wide.
16-6.
Well, if Park Jabong is right, then the other girls can be happy that she lacks some skills here, because otherwise she would be unbeatable.
Yeah. A moment of defiance. Delaying the inevitable, one suspects.
7-16.
Nicely done.
Eight, 16. Service over. 17-8.
He lives every moment with his player, doesn't he? Yes, that's good too.
Service over. 9-17.
Just too tight on that shot
Service
there.
over. 18-9.
Yeah, just gave it a little bit of height so that it came down vertically. Nicely done.
That's the
So
same
is
there.
that.
19-9.
Not much resistance left in Busanan, though.
20, match point, no.
Yeah. Match points galore. That will do nicely. Still just a little under 42 minutes. And Saina Nehwal safely through to the quarter-final. That was impressive, wasn't it? 21-16, 21-9. So, safely through to the quarter-final, as I say, where she will play either Sung Ji-hyun, the number 5 seed, or Tai Su-ying. Tai Su-ying, one of the players we were talking about earlier. Highly talented, great deception. So that should be an interesting encounter. But Saina Nehwal safely through to quarterfinals. So after 3 singles matches, we turn our attention now to doubles, and it's men's doubles first, and it's the number 8 seeds from Denmark, Mads Conrad Pedersen and Mads Culling, and they're up against the current European champions, Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov. So this match, as you can see, well, the Danes came through against a pair promoted from the qualifying, Liao Minchong and Seng Ming Ho.